at Bendigo. Woo. So this is the Bendigo Town Hall and also the visitor center right behind me. It's a sunny day today at Bendigo. So our plan for today is to discover Sacred Heart Cathedral, which is like one of the most beautiful churches here that everybody come there and take pictures, and also the Golden Dragon Museum, because Bendigo has quite a large concentration of Chinese immigrants in Victoria. So it all started during the gold rush era, that like people from China, they came here to dig for gold, and then they stayed here, and then their descendants stay here until now. They are like among the first generation of Chinese immigrants to Australia. Last time when I came here, it was only like 1 or 2 p.m. already, so I just went around and take pictures, and I didn't really get to like go into a museum and explore. So this time I guess I can do more and say hi to my friend. So this is the Bendigo Town Hall, but they also use it as a visitor center, and it's actually like quite an old building and with beautiful architecture. Here is the Conservatory Hall in Rosalind Park next to the visitor center. So here are some greenhouse plants and an outdoor garden. Like back in September they had tulips, but we were in lockdown so we couldn't visit them. But now they have roses blooming, which is also very beautiful, and the garden is actually quite big, so you can take a stroll along it. I am now at the Golden Dragon Museum, and this is Yiyuan, which means the Garden of Joy in Chinese. And this garden is a project funded by Victorian government, the federal government, and the government of the city of Baoding in Hebei province in China. So you can see it is built in like completely Chinese, traditional Chinese architecture, and I think it looks no different from the gardens I saw in China. So I think this is the nice way to travel and get a short tour to China while the COVID travel restrictions is still there. Here it is. Here is the lake. Yeah, and the pavilion looks so much like China. The coexistence, the fountain. Ooh. So beautiful and very like tranquil. Like it's really relaxing here. So here are some close-up view of the art inside the Yiyuan. You can see it is mostly plants and animals and some calligraphy. And the plants are representative of the 4 seasons of the year. You can see here. There are peach blossoms for spring, lotus for summer, chrysanthemum for autumn, and peony for winter. On the other side of the garden, there are pictures that depict the gods and goddesses in Chinese mythology, and you can see there are dragons and also sacred animals in traditional Chinese culture. So we have just finished lunch, and now I am at the Sacred Heart Cathedral. So this is like the central point of Bendigo, like a place where locals would use as a navigation or meeting point, because everyone can find it, and because this is tall, so it is easy to navigate. My friends are taking pictures over there, and I'll be joining them soon. Sacred Heart Cathedral in Bendigo is actually one of Australia's largest cathedrals, which is quite exceptional for a small and provincial level city. And it is also one of the tallest. So the top part of the tower here is only lower than the St. Patrick and St. Paul's cathedrals in Melbourne. And the Gothic architecture makes the cathedral looks very photogenic. And my friend even said it looks like a little Hogwarts school in Harry Potter. From here you can have a panoramic view of the city. Not really panoramic, but can look quite far. Yeah, Bendigo is like a small town, so the view from the hill here is not quite like the view that you would expect in Melbourne. I'm now inside Bendigo Art Gallery, and because it's indoors, so I have to wear my mask. So the gallery is free, but you will have to register your visit before because of COVID. So they have limits on how many people can be inside the gallery at once. Here they have an extensive display of contemporary art and Aboriginal art and art pieces from the 19th century. Have some Aboriginal art, the dot art that Aboriginal people use to paint their pictures. They just keep putting dots until it forms a picture. I can only imagine it. Here I'm going to show you guys a very beautiful part of the gallery. So all the displays are carefully framed in golden frames, and in classical frame styles. This one looks a lot like the NGV in Melbourne, except that the NGV walls are gold and red, while the walls here are turquoise blue. I think here is Bendigo Sandhurst. Sandhurst is part of Bendigo now. So this is how Bendigo used to look in the old times. Here they have a whole fashion display inspired by Aboriginal arts elements, and it is just awesome. Actually, if I can afford one, I would actually purchase it. So we were supposed to go to Lake Wiruna, but thanks to PTV's new app, we ended up getting on the wrong bus and got down at another attraction called the Central Deborah Gold Mine. So the mine was closed by the time we arrived, but if you have time or if you go in the morning, I think it's worth checking it out. Okay guys, finally we are at the lake, and it's a very beautiful, very tranquil lake with lots of bean chicken. I forgot its real name though. And over there you can see a playground. This reminds me of Albert Park Lake in Melbourne.
Surprise!